The Nikon ZF retro camera will have a 24.4 megapixel sensor, be able to shoot 30 frames per second continuous, have dual memory cards, and boy do we have a lot more specs coming up. So stick around after this short break for all the details. But first, please do me a favor. Follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, but most importantly, please subscribe to this channel. It doesn't cost you anything, it really helps this channel get recognized, and it also helps keep you up to date on the latest camera gear news and rumors. We've had a lot of contradictions between Sony Alpha rumors and Nikon rumors over the past couple of weeks, but Nikon rumors is really stepping it up and has given us a really detailed set of specifications for the Nikon ZF. The first specification that most people are interested in with the Nikon ZF is the rumored sensor. So all the latest rumors are pointing to a 24-point-something megapixel sensor, and according to Nikon rumors, it's going to be 24.4 megapixels. It's a full frame sensor. There's no mention if it's going to be backside illuminated or stacked. However, Nikon rumors in the past have said it's definitely not going to be stacked. And in terms of ISO range, well, it's going to have an ISO range of between 100 and 64,000. And if you'll recall in the previous story, it was actually 100 to 51,200. So we've gotten a bit of a bump in the ISO range. And in terms of continuous shooting, yep, you heard it right in the intro. 30 frames per second continuous. It's pretty impressive for a camera that's going to cost around $2,000. It's going to have an improved autofocus system when compared to the Nikon Z6 Mark II. And in terms of video, well, we don't have all the specs, but it can shoot 4K, 24, 25, 30, 50, and 60 frames per second. No mention on being able to shoot 120 frames per second in 1080, or what sort of codecs are going to be coming with this camera. Now, in terms of card slots, now this is very interesting. It's going to have dual card slots, but I've never seen this before on a mirrorless camera. It says SD and micro SD. Now, I don't know if they're going to pull something like Sony's done, where they have an SD card slot and a CF Express Type A card slot in both slots. I certainly hope this isn't doing an SD card slot and a micro SD card slot as separate slots. I don't like the sound of that. What do you think? A micro SD card slot. I know they're becoming popular, but I hate the damn things. They're so small with my fingers I can barely, I'm always dropping them. I hate the little things. The Nikon ZF-C is going to have a USB-C PD port. That means it's power delivery, so you can use it as a regular USB-C port, but you can also use it for charging your camera. Now, in terms of the LCD, we get two of them. We do have a small top-mounted LCD, and then of course we have a full variable angle LCD as well. And the construction of the Nikon ZF is going to be better when compared to the ZF-C. It's going to have a much more solid construction, something you'd expect to see in, well, the Nikon Z7 or Z6 Mark II and Mark II. All right, so what other specs do we have on this camera? Well, this is very interesting. Now, the weight is going to be 700 grams, but the dimensions, I think we're in a 2D world because we've only got two of them. So it's going to be 144 millimeters by 101 millimeters. And the last time I checked, we're living in a four-dimensional world. We have X, Y, and Z axis, and then of course we've got space-time. And for cameras, we don't have to worry about space-time. So we're missing one of them, which, would be the thickness. So interesting how we have those two, but not the others. And have I missed anything? So variable LCD, top-mounted LCD, the battery card slots. No, so I've gotten everything. So now let's talk about the dates. Nikon rumors had initially said August the 2nd, and I really wish that had been the case because it would have been something to get the fall season started while we're still in the middle of summer. No, so it is supposed to happen sometime August or September, according to Nikon rumors. We don't have anything more specific. However, Sony Alpha rumors says it is going to happen very soon. They don't know if it's going to be days or weeks, but it's definitely happening August. So both sites are pointing towards August. Only Nikon rumors is saying, well, it could go into September. And if that's the case, I'd expect an announcement over the next couple of weeks. And if that doesn't happen, then you probably will have an announcement in the second half of September. You're not going to have anything in the first, right around, because we have back to school, right, and all that stuff. So they're not going to go ahead and do something around September the 1st. Now, in terms of shipping, well, Nikon rumor says it's going to ship before the end of the year. I don't know if that means October, November, or December the 23rd. And yes, I know what you're thinking, December the 23rd, no one's going to do that. But you know what? In the past, it has happened. We've had several cameras start shipping just before Christmas. Can you imagine that? Getting your pre-ordered camera a few months later on the eve of Christmas. Interesting. All right, one other thing I want to tell you about, there are multiple kit packages with this camera. There's going to be the body alone, and it's going to be $1,999. There's going to be a 40mm kit lens, but I'm hearing that there's going to be 2 kit packages, so we're already up to 3 SKUs. Now, if you're ordering from Adorama and B&H, well, then you could have as many as 5 SKUs or more, because what we often see from these camera companies, they'll look at the manufacturer SKUs and they'll say, okay, look, I know what people want. Let's throw in a camera bag. Let's throw in an SD card. Let's drop the price there. We'll give them some lens cleaner, some lens cloth, and maybe, who knows, a whole bunch of other stuff. And they usually do that for a pretty good price. So you could see as many as 5 or more SKUs. So what I've done is I compile a set of smart pre-order links. And what these will do, they'll work at Adorama and B&H. So as soon as the embargo is lifted, as soon as you're available to pre-order it, use these links, copy them down, put them in your browser, because as soon as you try out these links, it's going to show you every single package available at Adorama, and the other link will show you every single package available at B&H. So it's going to save you a few seconds, anywhere from 5 to 15 seconds. And what that will help you do is get your order in before others, so you can get your camera before others. And this is something I've started doing recently this year, and it's proven to be very successful, allowing people to get their cameras a whole lot quicker than anybody else. But if you want to get your news before anybody else, then don't forget to subscribe and choose all notifications. Now, for videos like this, as you can see, I keep thinking it's Saturday night. It's not. It's what? It's Wednesday night. Wednesday night, it's 8:30 here, and I'm already producing a video, and I should have this one out to you by about 9:15. I'm always producing news 24/7, 365 days a year. So if stuff comes out, information comes out, rumors come out, you're going to get it here before you're going to get it anywhere else. So go ahead and subscribe and choose all notifications. And for all those minor news and rumors, all that stuff that isn't really big enough to have its own video, pricing information, then follow me on Twitter, follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, and I'm always tweeting stuff out. I think today I've tweeted about 4 or 5 different things. So that'll keep you up to date. And plus, when I put out a video 95% of the time, I'll also tweet it. So Twitter's one of the best ways to find out what's going on in the camera world. But please subscribe. It really does help this channel get noticed, and that's a very good thing for me. And it feels good. It's like a pat on the back. Hopefully you're having a great week. So far, things are pretty good here. This is my first week of my vacation. I've got 3 more after this one. So I am relaxing. I went for a nice bike ride today. I was in Toronto on the waterfront this weekend on a sailboat with my son. So that was a lot of fun. And I've got some other things planned for this weekend. So I'm not just stuck in my studio producing videos for you lot. Even though I enjoy doing that, I'm also getting out, I'm enjoying the weather, and right now I feel very blessed considering the weather we have around the world. Today I think it got up to 82 degrees with low humidity, and that's been pretty well the kind of peak of temperatures over the past few weeks. So I think it's great. I want to get out there, I want to enjoy the weather, because within a month or 2, we're going to start seeing frost. We're going to see the leaves change, and we'll be into 8 months of winter. But that's it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you again soon.